Hi guys, this is CJ from AgentSmartly. Today we're talking about bundle of rights for your California salesperson exam. By the way, all those key concepts and study tool are available at AgentSmartly.com. So, all right, let's get started. So first, we go to the website AgentSmartly.com and click this button and scroll down. We'll see bundle of rights right here under the property characteristics. So click explain button. We will see the very basic definition for this key concept. Bundle of rights. The bundle of rights refers to the various privileges that comes with owning a property. So it is a right. So a lot of students, I know they're confused the bundle of rights versus title. So versus the document, the deeds. So those are more like a legal documents, and this is like abstract concept or rights. That's not like it's not tangible, but it comes with it. So it's a right. So those rights can be separate or shared through legal interests like liens, easement, meaning ownership isn't always absolute. So you could share, you could sell, you could trade those bundle of rights with through the legal papers. Okay, so now let's take a look at the key points for bundle of rights. Ownership includes multiple rights such as use, sell, lease, or a mortgage, and those rights are divided or transferred through legal interests like easements and liens. And next, even the full ownership, the fee simple. The property is still subject to restrictions and encumbrance. And for the memory trick, think the bundle of rights like a set of building blocks. Each right is a block that could be added or removed or shared without losing the whole structure. Once again, there's so many, they come with a lot of rights. For example, a homeowner sells a house and grants an easement the neighbor, allowing them to cross their property. The owners still have the rights to use the land, but the easement limits the use in a specific way. So it's the rights. You give the right for your neighbor to use your property in a situation like this. Okay, so now let's summarize what we have learned with this one-page study guide right here. Okay, take a look right here. So bundle of rights, the property ownership rights, and the right to use. You as owner, you have a right to use, you have a right to sell, you have a right to lease, and you have a right to improve. Also, you have a right to exclude, like you don't want someone or something in interior property, and you also have the right to transfer. And the ownership, full rights, the lease, limited rights. If you own the house, you have full rights. If you are a tenant, you have a limited. And remember the exam trip, cannot inherit a lease. And then there's some memory tricks for it. Use, sell, exclude, improve, and transfer. So those are basically the fundamental, like the rights of come from owning a property. So yeah, that will be all the content for the bundle of rights. And once again, if you guys studying for your exam, you might check out this website AgentSmart.com. You could see there also have a lot of like key points under different subjects, right? You could see for the financing there's more, and also you could practice different questions. You could practice all the topics, or you could practice by each different topics like financing, transfer properties, and last but not least, you could also track your progress, how many questions you have done, and what's your overall accuracy. And you could even see a breakdown. For example, to me, my lowest accuracy overall, that will be property ownership and the land use control and regulations. So I need to work on this more. I could go back to practice, and yeah, you could see what's your strengths, what's your weakness, where you should like practice a little bit even more. And yeah, I think that will be today's content. And if you liked video like this, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, because every single week I will release some very useful key concept for your salesperson exam on this channel. So happy studying. See you in the next video.